These hands. I remember picking up my first drink. I remember thinking it was just part of having fun. But what I don't remember is when it stopped being fun. When did opening up a bottle become my way of life? I know I used to live for more than just the next drink. I don't even know who my friends are anymore. My family, they gave up on me a long time ago. I don't blame them. It's just, it still makes me so mad. How can I stop these hands?
These hands did something I'm really ashamed of. I was taking a history test on Friday. I studied, I really did. I just couldn't remember. So I looked over at Jacob's paper. He's so smart. He gets A's without even trying. It's not fair. So I took my pencil and copied down what he had. I know what I did was wrong. What if I get caught? I'm gonna get in such trouble with these hands.
These hands have taken me to places I never should have gone. They've flipped through magazines I never should have looked at. In fact, that's where it all started, all the way back in high school. Now I can't stop my hands from typing in the same old web addresses. I don't want anyone to know because I'm a good person, I really am. Except for this one thing. Now I can't get the images out of my mind. How do I restrain these hands?
These hands have written things I never thought would write. So mean. I didn't even know I could write such things. First it was email, then Facebook. Now I'm even texting this stuff. Lies, slander. It's like that when I write them, I forget that there's a real person reading it. I wish it wasn't even my heart. I wonder if people at school think it's me as nothing but a gossip. Will I be able to change my reputation with these hands?
These hands have worked so hard. I would leave to work earlier and earlier just to find myself coming home later and later each evening. I knew I should be home with my family. My husband would call and I would just make up some lame excuse of why I'm staying at the office. You see, I thought maybe if I just work a little harder, just to get ahead, we would finally have enough money. I always thought that a woman has to work. A woman has to provide for her family. But nothing ever really is enough. Maybe if I can just do things over, like the undo function on my computer, will I ever be able to make things right with these two hands?
These hands. I get so angry. It's like I want to punch someone, or at least something. It's like anything can set me off. My dad asks me to do something I don't want to do. Someone bumps into me at the grocery store, or some guy talks to my girlfriend in a way I don't like. Is something wrong with me? I just can't stop these hands.
These hands used to showcase my most prized possession. I can still recall him sliding it on my finger, and I remember feeling so safe, so, loved. But then as the years went by, I would look in the mirror and I'd wonder why me? Or I would watch movies and hear stories from other women and think, why can't I be loved like that? Why can't my husband be that way? I used to think that maybe I married the wrong man. I was just so confused. The one thing that I'll always remember is that I will regret the day that I turned the knob on our front door for the last time and walked out. So empty. My heart, these hands.
These hands were nailed to a cross for you. For your every sin, these hands bled. For every wrong word, every wrong thought, and every wrong action. These hands can bring healing. These hands can bring forgiveness. These hands can bring victory over every wrong thing that enslaves you. In these hands, you have life, freedom, and closeness with the God who created you. You see, I took up your infirmities and carried your sorrows. I was stricken, smitten, and afflicted. I was pierced for your transgression. I was crushed for your iniquity. The punishment that can bring you peace was upon me, and by my wounds you were healed. You all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of you has turned to his own way, and my Father has laid on me the iniquity of you all. I was assigned a grave with the wicked, though I had done no violence, nor had any deceit in my mouth, yet it was my Father's will to crush me and cause me to suffer, and make my life a guilt offering. But the will of the Lord will prosper in my hand. I, the righteous servant, justify many and bore your iniquities. I had poured out my life unto death and was numbered with the transgressors. I bore the sin of many and made intercession for the transgressors. Call on me, follow me, take my hand.